Hi, I'm Doug Cahill. I lead the team of technology industry analysts here at the Enterprise Strategy Group division of TechTarget. And I want to spend a few minutes with you in what is a three-part video series sharing with you my perspective and some research on a topic that I know is top of mind for all of us in the technology industry, and that's the uncertainty of the economic climate. Whether or not we're in a recession or headed into one, the macro trends certainly require that all marketing leaders evaluate what they potentially should be doing differently moving forward. I'm going to get into some market dynamics and share data from a few research studies, including our 14th annual technology spending intention study. And because we have visibility into buyer behavior based on tech targets proximity to the technology market at large, our editorial sites, extensive IT decision maker membership, and Break Talk communities all share what we're seeing in terms of in-market buyer research activity. Now, the spoiler alert here is that there is, in fact, encouraging news for all of us in the technology industry that should be energizing for us going into 2023. That said, however, I expect, like many of you, I have become more discerning about my major purchases. I mean, hey, I'm an analyst, so even buying a pair of sneakers is an exercise in market research. And you know what? I think that diligence leads to better decisions. I say that because we know that marketing spend will be more scrutinized than ever. It's all good. That leads to better decisions. It's just good business. And what that means is inspection in the form of evaluation on the return of every demand dollar spent with an eye toward yielding quality leads and quality opportunities with an evaluation of what's working the most and what isn't as much. I love music, so I'll put it this way. It's about high fidelity in today's demand gen programs. And more than ever, technology leaders can't be guessing. You need certainty. And that means clarity on the ideal customer profile that's relevant now, who is actively in market, especially among accounts on an ABM or target account list, the activity in buying centers and the composition of those buying teams, what topics are top of mind among active buyers, what types of content is being actively consumed by those buyer personas, and how your content is performing relative to all this market activity. That is, a much clearer view of total buyer engagement is needed, not just as you see it in your own systems, but in the context of the market as a whole. Put yet another way, this notion of high fidelity demand gen should be examined with reference to the rest of the organizations that's relying on it, most obviously sales. As we know, every demand gen and content marketing team is charged with generating funnel throughput, nurturing MQLs into SQLs. Focused ABM strategies, target account engagement, and conversion are also, of course, central to this objective. But let's call it the elephant in the room, and that's reductions in force. While reductions impact marketing teams, of course, in terms of staffing, funnel needs typically don't disappear. Marketing teams still have to deliver. And that's why technology vendors who must make that hard decision to reduce staff need a much higher fidelity view of what's going on in their respective markets. These teams have to be cognizant of the fact that, for example, some of their competitors will view the news of a layoff as blood in the water, and thus as an opportunity to double down to increase wallet share, poach customers, and poach channel partners. Okay, so that's a perspective on some of the dynamics on the supply or the sell side of the market. What about the buy side? Well, stay tuned for my next video in which I'll share some of the key findings from our recently completed annual technology spending intention study that will provide some encouraging news and visibility into what's in store for 2023.